Something in a book I read recently reminded me of you. All I can promise is that I'd enjoy talking to you every single day, even if we just said the same things to each other over and over again, even if we didn't say anything at all. It reminded me of goodnight phone calls from across the ocean, how I always wanted to end my day by talking to you, even if neither of us really had anything to say. And it reminds me of the quiet comfort I've always felt with you, the evenings we spend silently sharing the same space, breathing the same air. The number of times I can say look and point at our cat, and you still look, even though he hasn't moved a muscle since the last time.
Ever since she was a baby, she's been my sissy. I remember getting a text from her one night, the night of homecoming. She said, "Ben kissed me." I said, "Did you want him to do that?" She said, "Yeah, everything's good. I just wanted you to know." I've seen her do so many things, but as I saw her with Ben, I started to see a whole new side of her. I got to see her confident, calm, so sure of herself. She traveled across the world, graduated college, bought a house, cleaned the bathroom counter. I'm so honored to continue to look up to my little sister. I'm impressed by her tenacity. I'm astounded by her intelligence. I'm grateful for her friendship.
Obviously, I was starting with congratulating the two of you. I could be happier for the two of you, and y'all are a perfect match. And I realized, no matter the story I thought of, it was one of us doing something stupid, and Water was the one to bail us out. And that's the kind of guy Water is at the end of the day. You know, Water's the kind of guy that no matter what I need, flat tire in the middle of the night, I'll call him and he'll be there for me. And so, as much as I wanted to find something negative or some gotcha story of Water, I couldn't. And I can't think of a better person for me to marry because I know that's the kind of man I was going to be with you. It's not just me speaking for that. I know every single one of these guys when you get up here, they would attest, hey, if I'm in a bind, Water's the call. If I'm in a bind, Water's the guy. And he's always been there for me, whether it's, you know, a needed person that's, hey, a flat tire, or if it's a spiritual or a mental need. He's always been there to pick me up and be the wind in my back. I know that he will always do that for you and your family.
For a long time, I was dead set on doing our vows in private, where no one could witness me having an emotion. But when I sat down to think about all the promises I wanted to make you, I changed my mind. Because I may have taken it for granted after all these years, but I'm so happy to love you. I'm so lucky to love you. And I'm so unbelievably proud to love you.
I've dreamed of this day since before I can grow a mustache, let alone a full beard. I do want to promise you a few things. First, of course, I promise to love you always. To love you gallons and oceans and galaxies. I promise to love you when you're happy and when you're sad and everything in between.
So my first promise to you, starting right here, right now in front of all of our friends and family, is this. I promise to love you out loud. I promise to show off my love for you the way you deserve to be shown off, so that everyone who knows or will know us, from now until the end of our lives, will see how loved you are.
My darling, my beautiful fish, as Sandy said, I loved you since I stole your shoe in 7th grade. I really am the luckiest man alive to be standing up here with you today, to become husband and wife. I promise to love all your faces. Your happy food dance, your grumpy because you're hungry face, your sad face, your happy face, and especially your fish face. I promise to love your feelings. I promise to love your anger. I promise to love your sadness. I promise to love your happiness. And I promise to love your excitement. I promise to love you when you're too tired to stay up and read to me. I promise to always hold you close at night when we go to bed. I promise to always give you a hug and kiss when you need it. or when I need it. I promise to always get you an appetizer when you ask for it, and I promise to always listen to you when you say you're too tired to go to music bingo. I promise to always ask your thoughts when making any decision, and always ask your opinion on my outfit, even if it's a Hawaiian. I vow that I will always compliment your outfits, because no matter what, you are the most beautiful woman. I promise to always support your endeavors, and I vow to listen to your thoughts about your day. I promise to always remember which coworkers you like, dislike, and keep tabs on all the cool things that you get to see. I vow to never forget to cherish you, because that's how you lose a woman. I vow to love you when you're sick, and of course I'll always take care of you. I vow to love you when you're healthy, and always compliment you on how well you're doing. I vow to love you when you're doing well, and take you out to Chili's whenever I can. I vow to love you when you're struggling, and we have to choose between something for me and something for you. I promise I'll always choose you. I vow to make it my life's mission to ensure your happiness. I vow to always put your needs before my own.
So I promise to love you in all the small, quiet ways that fill in the gaps. I promise to love you in cups of tea and loaves of bread, in soft blankets and bedtime stories. I promise you a love that you can know, can feel, without hearing a word. Finally, most importantly, I promise to take care of you. I've told you before that one of my favorite things about you is how much you love our cat. What I haven't told you is that it's because I can see what an amazing dad you'll be. I want to build a family with you because I know you're exactly the kind of firm, strong, steady foundation that can hold one. And I know that because you already hold me. You hold me in safety, in comfort, and in care. And I know that you always will. That's marriage. But marriage is also a partnership. So my final vow to you is to offer you the same amount of care that you show me. I promise to share in all of your worries, your problems, solve them when I can. I promise to take over and let you step back when you need to. I promise to drive you home, to make you soup, to clean your mess when you can't do it yourself. I even promise, if you really can't do it, to do the dishes. You will never owe me. You will never feel alone. Because I promise to be your partner in everything, your forever teammate, your co-parent, and always your loving wife.
You are the most special woman in the world to me, and I will spend every day of my life, for the rest of my life, making sure that you know it. I vow to do all these things until the day I die and after. I love you.